Say what? Yo, who was that? ATL show coming live. Speak about the world. Know that we are still. We got ATL Legacy, the podcast. Oh God, we're taking over for the ATL show.
Naya, what?
The ATL show's on, duh. Get out! Get out!
Naya, it's supposed to be for adults only. It's supposed to be.
ATL, they're back.
It's my time again.
Anthony, Tioma, G Savage, Legacy. They're back. They're the best. Let's get it. Season 2.
I'm the best in this shit, that's fact. And there's only one reason that I came back. I'm here to set the fucking record straight. Okay. I'm the best, you other cats just fell the way. First off, ain't no beef with the spitters in my city. But if it comes with 28, then shit get gritty. I'm shitty. Yeah, I shit on rappers. Even dead on the scene, since you wanna be actors. This the message. I'm talking over hills and places. Schools over feeling foggy, I'll be patient and waiting. It seems y'all forgot who really runs the throne. Screaming y'all number one, just because I was gone. See, ain't no stopping me now. I'm on the move. I'm on against me. Must be you ready to lose. The game, the street, the throne is took. This is the message. Hope it leave you from the rappers. Sure. Yeah. The message. So y'all know. Yeah. The monster is back. And I'm at my spot.
ATL.
Just-in-time accessories. We definitely have the bling and everything in between. Just-in-time accessories. Tayama Copeland is your independent paparazzi consultant. You can find Tayama on Instagram at Tayama01 or Facebook Tayama Copeland or 954-873-6659 or justintimeaccessories@gmail.com or the website justintimeaccessories.com. Everything is only $5. All jewelry is nickel and lead free. You can find Tayama live on her page, Tayama Copeland. Just-in-time accessories. We have the bling and everything in between. Check it out.
Legacy Unlocked. When you're locked out of your vehicle, can't get in your car, call Legacy. Serving West Palm Beach and surrounding cities. That's area code 229-630-7615. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have you been denied disability, Social Security, or custodianship of your children? Call Antonio Williams. He has the knowledge and experience to fight the government on your behalf. Let him represent you. That's Antonio Williams, your non-legal attorney consultant.
Good evening. Welcome back. Old school, welcome back quarter. Welcome back, I'm Anthony Brown. Welcome to this episode of the Anthony Brown Show, this segment that we call the ATL. If you're new to the channel, definitely hit that subscribe button. Subscribe. Please subscribe. We're on our road to 7,000 subscribers. So definitely hit that subscribe button. It costs you absolutely nothing to subscribe. Hit the thumbs up and comment below. And if you comment below, we will read your comments live here on the screen and answer your comment accordingly. So again, welcome. I'm joined tonight by my sister from another, the very beautiful, the high yellow, Miss Tyson Mama, the birthday mama.
We're still celebrating the birthday boy. Say hi.
Happy birthday.
So, we're out at dinner. So, hey, I got a 1-year-old, guys.
A whole man.
He runs the show too.
And of course, I'm joined by the other sister, There's the bold, the beautiful, the very sassy Miss T Savage.
Hey everybody. Hola.
Hola. And of course, the one that's once again, the pain in my side, the pain in my back, my neck, my back. None other than Legacy the Great.
The ATL with the dude, let's do it.
Okay, and then as often say, Duncan Hines and Sarah Lee ain't got shit on us. But we got the juiciest cakes on this side of the Mississippi. We have Miss Juicy Cakes.
Blessings, everybody.
How's everybody doing this evening?
I'm hanging in there.
Hanging in there. Well, hanging in there is better than letting go, because if you let go, you're going to drop.
Yeah, I was rough today. It's been rough. And it's only Tuesday.
Don't tell me it's the students.
Oh, it's a combination of everything.
Well, as I often say to people, this too shall pass.
You need to hurry up.
Hey, Leandrew Clark. Hey, cousin. You say hello, everyone. Hit the thumbs up, cousin. Hit that thumbs up button. Everybody seems to be having poor internet. Keep going in and out.
Blessings.
How's it going, Miss Juicy Cakes?
Pretty good. How about for you all?
Great. You're looking cute tonight.
Thank you.
I'm sure you probably was looking cute the other night, but we couldn't see you because you had your avatar up.
I wasn't cute.
Oh,
I give you the best always.
I hear that.
Avatar up, just be like, ooh, thank you.
Giving you the best that I've got.
That's not true.
Dang, that's what's happening over here, Juicy. It's Avatar Tuesday. My camera be on Friday.
I'm surprised I looked
at the comment I showed on the screen. I love you all.
Love you
Thank
too.
you.
Don't be over here trying to clout chase now.
What is you talking about?
About him telling, can I see my comment on the screen? Andrew,
We hope you feel better.
Andrew, you're not a celebrity, us five are. We're the celebrity.
Definitely.
I hope you feel better, cousin. I didn't even know you was in the hospital.
For sure.
You didn't even call me. So what's been going on, everybody?
Well, nothing. We celebrated my nephew Tyson's birthday party last Saturday, and it was a bash. We had a great time. He just. I watched him be passed
Legacy
around
had
the whole.
more fun than the kids. Legacy is a big kid, y'all. He
Yeah,
wouldn't
he
even
was
got
the
one
same.
for the
Hey,
kids.
he was the same height as the kids, so they worked out. It was at eye level.
Well, that's true, but we also saw a dwarf, and that was T. Savage, and she had heels.
I ain't had no doggone heels. What?
Hey, Alma.
She was the only person.
Hey,
she was the only person out there with heels.
Hey, Alma Pooh. Hey, Cuzzo.
Did you fall and break your ribs?
I don't know why I look at this picture, Juicy.
Yeah, it's like black.
Yeah. Come on and go off again.
But yeah, I did have a great time with my nieces. My niece and Labara, we had a good time. We played a bunch of games, and
My niece is in love with you.
Here I am.
Listen, we were throwing footballs. I just had a great time being able to be a part of the family last Saturday. We was only missing like one other person, and that was Juicy, as far as the show that we been complete. We had Miss Brown that was there. She came to the party.
Legacy.
Yes.
We was picking up stray kids too.
Hey y'all, for real, Anya literally was reprimanding this white lady daughter that would
She
not
wasn't
leave
white.
out the place.
She was like from Yugoslavia.
What she was doing?
Man, Anya told that girl, listen here, when I say that little girl was ready to go, she was not ready for that African American heat.
Okay.
She was like, no ma'am.
The mama said, we've been here 2 hours, she's not ready to go. What the fuck you mean she's not ready to go? Who was the damn mama? She's in charge because you fucking let her be. Ain't no goddamn way. Ain't no way.
So what you told the lady daughter?
I told her, I said, you know, Christmas coming up. Santa Claus don't give gifts to kids that don't listen. Now, if you on a Christmas, if I was you, I'd do what my mama told me to do, because ain't no child gonna tell me what to do. What?
Right.
I want to get her phone number. Like, let me go ahead and be your super nanny.
You know, but I hate that we gotta use like Christmas and this coming up to like act right.
You don't have to, but for that child, I had to because I had no personal connection to her.
Right.
If I had a personal connection, it'd be different. I'll punch in your throat if you don't get your stuff and let's go.
Anya didn't care if she knew that damn little girl or not. The teacher kicked in instantly.
Yes, it did, yeah.
She just flashed mommy. I was sitting there handing the baby cake, pizza.
Got your child around here. Listen, I thought they was like pulling something. The girl just didn't want to leave.
Wow.
Let me tell you, we was at the party.
Have fun.
Listen, she had to have all the fun she needed. Let me tell you, we got to the party. Tayama had so much. Wick had so much food that she was begging people to take shit home. Yeah, you can take this box of pizza. You can take this cake. Just take it. That's how much stuff they had at the party.
You can bring food to Chuck E. Cheese. You don't have to get their food.
Yeah, let me tell you, I did all this decorations and stuff. I could have, like, Boo Boo Kitty, that joke was retarded.
Listen, Tayama, let me tell you about her.
We had fun.
We get to the party, right? And I'm talking about, I got there maybe 45 minutes late because I was running late for getting Tyson gift. So when I get there to the party, they had just started serving the food. So I see Tony and I see Miss Brown, and then I see Savage and everybody. So we sitting over there. So a few minutes later, I go over the way Tony them at. They start doing the little Chuck E. Cheese movie and everything. Come out, Tony, turn the music down a little bit. Please, sir. Or somebody do something bad to you. And,
wait a minute. Not today.
I'm going to try it again. Don't make nobody do nothing bad to you, bro.
Okay, it's only loud.
Everybody going to do nothing bad to him while I'm in the room.
It's like stepping on a baby mouse. That's how short you are. It's like stepping on a baby mouse.
Are you looking in the mirror half pint?
I'm talking to you, you little one.
The proof is in the pudding. When you at eye level with 5-year-olds, it's a problem.
Tony and Tayama.
No.
Who's taller?
When you're a young boy, Kevin Samuels, when you're a young boy.
Right. Or you can he got some stuff for y'all women too now. Let's not do nothing. Just because he labeled you a goddess, don't mean that a god won't strike you down, Juicy Cakes.
Ooh.
Say that again? I didn't hear you.
I don't think nobody heard it because he was so low to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
That was just little man.
Far whisper.
You heard me.
I didn't.
But listen, we just had a real good time. But Tayama, after Tyson got his little cake in, Tayama was ready to go. She was ready to go.
Listen, don't judge me. Y'all know I'm not with that kid stuff. Soon as they say
That
happy
girl was ready to
birthday,
go.
let's go, let's go. Get your kids. Y'all
She,
can stay. Do what you gotta do,
we
but I
end,
got to go.
we end up getting her to stay about another 2 hours after that.
But weren't you the
Let me
host?
tell. But listen, let me
She
help you
don't
with this.
care.
Juicy. These babies don't remember that junk. Just the fact that I was there, your birthday was done. Once they said happy birthday, that was over for a 1-year-old.
Yeah, it's a wrap. Now it's time for him to go take a nap or some shit.
It was a wrap for a 1-year-old. Hey, you tell you,
Parties don't
Tyson
be
was
for the
asleep
birthday
before we
person,
even
it be for
left.
everybody who comes.
Okay, it was time to
Exactly.
Yeah.
go. Tyson knew it was time to take a bath and take a nap. And I was with Tyson because I wanted to go to sleep too.
I ended up staying. What time we left that take? We left at about 7 o'clock. Tayama.
Yes.
What time we left? About 7 o'clock?
Yep.
Yep. Tony and Savage had them already left. And Miss Brown, they left.
Legacy still wanted to stay, y'all. He was a big kid. He had the most fun out of all the kids and the adults. Hands down. He was so
Me and the
proud of
niece
how many
did.
tickets he won.
I won them for my niece. She didn't have none. So I did what I had to do so she can enjoy it and get her a good prize.
Y'all two followed each other around that place, around the whole thing, like that was your daughter.
Yeah, I had a good time.
Well, as always, you know,
You hear her? I showed him the basketball, the football, the bowling ball.
The motorcycle, the roller coaster, the car game, the racing game.
So it was a
They
success,
had roller
whatever.
coasters what is it? Chuck E. Cheese?
They got a machine that you get in and lay in it, and it's got two sides, and you can lay in it. And you once you swipe your card, it take you on a roller coaster ride. You can feel all the bumps and movement the same like you was on a real roller coaster.
Like the one they used to have up in the Palm Beach Mall, and you get
Yeah,
in and
just
it
like
just
that.
move you around.
Yeah, just like that.
well,
but we had an awesome time.
Experience our time.
Well, moving right along, just to remind everybody that if you missed our last show, go back and watch the last show. It was "Are You Ready for the Rapture?" It was a dedication show to Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels has passed away at age 56 years old from complications of cardiac arrest. So make sure you go back and watch that show. And rest in peace, Kevin Samuels, and our prayers go out to his family, friends and family.
Now, Tony, let me say something real quick. I was just watching maybe about an hour ago, and they were talking about the white lady who he supposedly had been on top of.
Mm-hmm.
Well, come to find out that the white lady say she met Kevin Samuel 5 days prior to him dying, and they met out in a bar. And she's a nurse herself. So 5 days prior to her meeting him, she went home with him that night that she met him, spent those days with him, and then she said on the 5th day, he was complaining about his chest was hurting. And soon as he told her his chest was hurting, he fell over and had a massive heart attack, I want to say, on top of her. Mm-hmm. Now, that's just suspicious to me that a nurse in her field, white lady in her field, met him in a bar, decided to spend the night with him on the first night she met him. Stayed not only that night, but just consecutive nights, and on the 5th night, he did. It just don't seem right. It just don't fit with me. That looks suspicious to me.
I think she added those 4 days for her character's sake. Because people were trying to tell her she was a floozy for doing a one night stand, and then all of a sudden,
did you say floozy? How old are you, Juicy? Floozy.
What's the right word then? I'm
Something
gathered.
wrong
She's
with that.
gathered.
I
She
don't
is
know, but it was just
gathered.
funny. This floozy got
But,
me.
but I just before I go on, I just wanted to add to your story, Legacy. Um, maybe she already knew who he was because Kevin was worth, just on his social media income, he was worth $3 million. So he's averaging about $3 million a year just on social media. So based on a nurse's salary, she went crazy.
So if he was averaging that, why are people saying he was broke?
Maybe because he was doing poor investments and spending his money foolishly. Just because
Man, spending $3 million a
He
year
was spending the
foolishly.
money on white women.
Good Lord, I need some bleaching cream.
Juicy, shut
Breaking
the
But
this
hell
Joseph,
up. Oh
down.
my
but
God.
Joseph, Drew said, them women ain't spending the night and ain't giving nobody no pussy hole.
Shoot, if he going broke with $3 million, he had an ear hole and the nose hole.
another thing, Juicy, too. When they say broke, doesn't mean zero. If broke is based on your standard of living. So if your standard of living is $1 million, you bring it in 3, and you only got $500,000 in the bank, you say you're broke.
Now they said he
Right.
had less than 1,000 to his name, and
Right.
they were doing enough
Hell
money.
no.
Right. I'm just giving you the scenario on what they consider what can be considered broke. Because you know what I'm saying, if I'm used to living off $1 million a year and I only have $500,000 in the bank, I'm saying I'm broke.
Man, I'm broke once I pay the light bill.
Well, I want to be that kind of broke.
Me too.
But as I was saying, in my week of trolling the Instagram, I'm gonna show you some clips that I found to be quite interesting. Here's what I found. The greatest thing about dating a Christian girl is when you cheat, she finds out, y'all pray, and she blame it all on the devil.
Shitting me. Shitting me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I thought that was quite interesting.
I thought that was funny too. And then on the right after that, I saw a friend, like a friend that I call brother, post about a girl who she came to him wanting to get like protection, like help me. He's hitting me and stuff. And then she went back to him, and he was like, he hoped his daughters aren't just as stupid like people like she was. And then someone was like, she is.
Oh, let's check this one
Saying
out
the
here.
internet is getting quite messy. It's getting beyond messy these days.
That's social media for you. Every girl has lost a good man because she took advice from her lonely ass friend.
Yes. Yes. You're batting 100, Tony. Keep it up.
Did y'all know that Dwayne Wade reveals that he used to wear heels in his sister's clothes as a kid?
Oh, what's next?
I saw that, but I can't see that being too far fetched. It's like if you look at D Wade when he was in a relationship with his first wife, he was way masculine. His energy was,
That is Caitlyn Jenner waiting to happen.
believe that, believe that. And Gabrielle Union has brought out this side of him that he probably always kept hidden. You know, growing up in Chicago on the South Side, you know, you had to be or had to I guess you'd have to, make it the way the image of it is if you was, more harder than what you really wanted to portray with masculinity. But it's not gonna be too long before D Wade come out and say, he's a bisexual guy.
Well, speaking of Caitlyn Jenner is now dating a Nigerian prince, an African prince.
Oh. So do you okay?
Are you doing?
Do you
So
think that he
everything
went
with the
to go?
Kardashians like it white, black. Interesting.
Person was a card. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, he is. That's a Kardashian. That's the original. Because
No,
Caitlyn is the
That
one.
no.
The
He's
children are from. Go ahead,
from,
Tony.
from a different father. So he's a Jenner.
Right, right. So how is he some kin to the Kardashians then?
Because he's the stepfather. Because when what's the name had the Kardashians, that was a different husband, which his name was
Right,
Kardashian.
right. That was the lawyer. That was the lawyer dude.
The lawyer dude,
That
right?
represented Johnny Cochran. I mean, that represented OJ with Johnny Cochran.
Right.
Yes.
So he was a Kardashian. So she had Bruce Jenner, the Olympic star, which became Caitlyn, and then she also had Kardashian, the lawyer, which got the Kardashian children. That's why she has some kids that's Jenner and some kids that's
Kardashian. But let me ask this: if that gentleman, because I can't see that guy that's a prince in Africa, because that's where Nigeria is. He's in the
do
United
he
States
know that
because,
she's a man?
of course,
I don't know the whole story, but I'm sure through social media he has to know.
yeah.
Only reason why
So
I ask
she,
because isn't it like on some over there? That's something that they just it's against the law and they
yeah,
behind their back. So
that's what I was finna talk about, Juicy. I know they're not going back to Nigeria with that because you can be killed for messing with same sex relationships in Nigeria.
right.
So he there in the United States, and he probably gonna stay on over here because if he go back home, they probably gonna dethrone him.
So then he's not a prince anymore.
They probably already got the hit out on him now.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Wow.
when
He looked
Eddie
like
Murphy came to America, he couldn't be a prince. He had to be a McDonald's worker. I bet that man about to be mad. Go on, flip them burgers.
Prince Joffrey.
listen, but that wasn't what Eddie Murphy the first one. He was his daddy was sending him with money. He told him he wanted to get it on his own. Remember, he had to send Arsenio had to send a message back to the king to send money because they were living way beneath their means and who they were. But it ain't that the daddy said you had to go back and work at McDonald's. Eddie Murphy just didn't want nobody. He wanted to find the love of his life without her knowing that he had a lot of money and who he was.
So what if this man right here was a prince who didn't? Because like when I hosted a kid from China, he had never used Facebook before because they can't have Facebook in their country. So what if
Nope.
he doesn't know anything about all that's going on, and he met her thinking he met her, and he doesn't know, and he over here thinking he's finding his way. And man, what if he done bamboozled that man? Oh man, Lord have mercy.
Listen, one thing I say is this. You once you're in the United States, it don't matter what country you're from. Once you get to the United States, everything opens up to you about everything. So I'm pretty sure he got bodyguards and protection that these people are definitely tech savvy and they know who the hell that person is. He just
That's why
wanted.
everybody trying to get over here.
Right. He just wanted some. He wanted some back no cat, and he done got some back no cat.
Mm-hmm. Some brown eye.
So
maybe he just wanted to be safe and he didn't want to be on child support.
Well, if that's the case, he can just continue fucking women in their ass. Ain't no baby been formed in a woman's ass yet.
Wait, ain't Ain't she a she now?
I don't know. I don't know
Look
if
at
Bruce
that
has had the
whole
full
thing.
sex change.
Oh, I thought she did.
I know she was in the process, but I didn't know if it was complete.
Wait a minute. She went and got. She just like things. She like things hanging.
Don't you?
But you know what? I'm not about to go. If I had, I
I
wasn't gonna
do.
have a penis hanging and some titties hanging. That's a little too much gravity pulling.
Well, speaking of hanging, I found a pair of boxers that you ladies and Legacy can wear.
What the fuck?
Sweet
I wear those.
sweet cherry.
Listen, man, I was looking at this thing. Okay, so I was watching this show on Amazon Prime called The Boys, right? And it's about a bunch of different superheroes that had these weird ass powers, and these they call them I forgot what they call them, soups. They call them soups. One man, his power was his penis was about that size as far as width, but it had the capability to stretch, like stretch. Yes, and he actually choked another superhero with his penis. I was like, oh.
There was a male stripper that used to come to Tallahassee and strip every first of the month. His name was Mailman. He was out of Miami. He had one that stretched.
He knew how to deliver the mail.
Okay. How?
I thought it was Mailman for New York. I know Mailman for New York.
It's probably multiple mailmen, y'all. I definitely wear them.
Well, this person here is the person I want to bring on the show one night to interview. This is Makai. Makai is a trans man. Was born a female, now living a life as a man.
Yeah, I want to ask questions.
Okay.
I want to see it.
We had a girl in college. She was a hermaphrodite. Showed us.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird.
Yeah, I reached out to hello Monica. Monica says hello everyone.
Hi, Monica. No, I'm just the reason why I say I have questions.
Hello, Miss
Like
Monica.
this picture right here. One breast is larger than the other. And some women you can significantly see a difference. But here you can see that. And I don't usually notice that in a man's physique. But you can in this picture. So it's like
it could be the angle, because I had other pictures too, but that's the only one I uploaded.
Gotcha. And I was gonna say, did he do like, you know how people do those bench pressing and build up that chest muscle?
Yeah, because when I was looking at him on I think it was either Facebook or Instagram, he was faithfully in the gym working out.
He reminded me of Plies.
So that's somebody I've already reached out to. I want them to come on the show. And then I found this because this is something we often talk about here on the show. And I thought it was apropos. I said, blood makes you related, but loyalty makes you family.
Big fact. That is my Bible. That is my Bible.
I like that. I'm gonna keep that.
Tony.
Yes, sir.
Did you tell the family that we got people watching our show, stealing our words and stuff?
No, but you could go ahead and tell them.
Y'all know that I'm the one that brought up thought pocket and stuff. So the other day I'm listening to another podcaster, and they talking about Kevin Samuel. So the lady was telling the other ladies, y'all out here rooting and support, and it's not going to change the situation that y'all are in if y'all are still out here just thought pocketing it and giving away your vagina hole. I was like, oh shit. I got off the podcast. I called Tony. I said, Tony, I just sent you something. These people out here stealing my language. I
Why
said
did
to
you
Tony,
comment?
I was just blown away. You
You
know,
have to
and
comment like, "Hey, that's my language," but you could have been like, "Ooh, I like that," and then they would have seen who said it, and they would have just, oh Lord.
listen, I was so blown away hearing the person say it. I was like, damn, and she got way more followers than us. But to just know that she watching our podcast, I was like, Lord, but they stalking. They stalking.
Could very well be.
That vagina hole, but they love to talk about that.
Well, you know they do say that thought is in everyone.
There's a what?
Every thought is in everyone. Like all my thoughts are in your mind. We all thinking the same. It's just a matter of how we put it out. So she might have just came, but she might just be your mental twin.
So I had nothing else to share. I had nothing else to share with you guys from Instagram. I'll move right into the question of the day. And this question of the day comes to us from our sister, Miss T Savage.
Should a boyfriend buy his girlfriend something, even if it's not the mother of his children?
Do you mean for like Mother's Day?
Yes, for Mother's Day.
For Mother's Day.
If he wants to, no one should. I think should is a word that should not be put. It's an imposing word. We're not. We shouldn't do anything. We could do things, but we shouldn't do anything. It's a choice.
But I think for me, Mother's Day is a day where children or adults should buy something for their mother or the mother of their children if they choose to, but definitely his or her mother because they gave you life. But far as it being a demand because society say that we should go out and buy mothers something for Mother's Day, I think it's just all about it's a strategic plan for businesses to make more money. And we got to understand that, we don't have to be a part of the rigmarole just because society say, oh, well, it's Mother's Day and you need to go buy something for your mama. If you truly love your mama or you on that, you should give her something all the time. Every time you get a chance to see her, you think about her sometime. Hey, mama, how much your light bill is this month? Oh, $80, I'll take care of it. Things like that. It shouldn't always be, I got to go out and buy my mama some flowers, a card, and some candy and balloons because everybody else is doing it. I hate that now in my life that we still are to a point to where most of us are barely having enough money on a continual basis to keep gas in your car, but you somehow figure out a way to save money to buy something for holidays. Come on, man. I mean, it's just too much. I don't believe in holidays anyway. So that's just something I'm not gonna do.
My answer to the question is no. I think that Mother's Day gift giving should be from the children. So not necessarily from the spouse, because if I'm married to a young lady, it's not my place to buy her a gift because she's not my mother. She's my wife. She's my
correct.
wife. So it's for the children to pay homage to the mother. So I go out and buy stuff for my mother if she was still living, and then our children will buy something for my spouse because that's their mother. So yeah, I think that's the way Mother's Day gift giving is supposed to be given, is homage from the child. She said her battery died.
Okay, we're gonna wait on you, Juicy. Just keep coming. What you think, Savage?
I think Mother's Day is for the mothers. for the children to buy the mother's gifts. But at the same time, if I'm married to you and you see me being a mother, if I'm dating you, if you're my boyfriend, I don't really expect anything. But if you're my husband, I expect something.
But you're not his mother.
I don't
You're
care.
not his mother.
I don't care because for
You're not
Father's Day,
selfish.
you want something for Father's
No,
Day.
no, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
You don't, but mine did.
Then that means y'all need to teach each other the true meaning of Mother's Day and Father's Day.
Ain't no teaching nothing. Ain't nothing that's dead. I'm just saying. I'm talking about in the past.
No, we talk about to my future wives also if you decide to get married again. And that's something that you have to Tony asks me all the time. He was like, Legacy, how do you get by with telling women, that I tell women up from the front, from the beginning, I don't do holidays. And they have a choice at the beginning. I don't feel like I should have to fit in with what. Hold on, go ahead and read that, Savage.
I don't feel like he should, but if he does, that's cool. My boyfriend got something from me with our son, so he basically got it for our son to give to me. If it's something like that, then I can accept that, but I guess I feel like for Father's Day I'm gonna get you something.
But listen, Savage, let me show you something. We don't brought this up on podcasts in the past. The top 5 most expensive holidays in the year is Christmas, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, 4th of July, and Thanksgiving. Those are the top 5 holidays out the year where people spend bukus of money without the shadow of a doubt. If you look on the list of where Father's Day purchases take place, it's at the lower percentage. People don't go out and purchase nice gifts for fathers. Women don't go out and buy cars for fathers, trucks for fathers. Women don't go buy diamond clustered watches at a high rate or nice rings and things like that because, truthfully, fathers are at the low totem pole regardless if he's a good father or a bad father. Fathers are not looked upon the same as a woman. A woman is looked upon from their kids' perspective as a god. So when it comes to spending money on a woman for Mother's Day, everybody go all out for their mother. But if you look at the gift purchase for fathers, it's power tools, it's socks, boxers, drawers, t-shirts, a pair of shirt and pants. But when you look at the purchases that are made for women, you got diamond pendants, you got earrings, you got all type of things that they buy at the higher level. So even though
massage parlor trips around the world.
Yeah. So as a man, even though people don't like to admit it, but life comes from the father. Incubation comes from the mother. And Savage.
Crazy. Oh, when Father's Day come, I will do the same. Yes, I paid for it, but our son will be given.
And I just don't require that because for me, I'm telling you, I'm not doing nothing, and I don't look for nothing in return either, because I would rather you give me something throughout the year because that came from your heart. You thought about me when nobody else was thinking about buying anybody anything, compared to when everybody do something as a tradition. What's special about doing this in a tradition where every woman is in the United States is getting something the same damn day you is? So how does that make you special?
Because then it becomes a competition on whose gift is more bigger or more expensive.
Exactly.
Girl, you just got flowers? Well, I got flowers and a diamond ring. Or I got flowers, diamond ring, and a trip. I got flowers, diamond ring, a trip, and a massage. You know what I'm saying? Each one got to outdo the other one.
But guess what? Guess what? The number one gift fathers get for Father's Day and Valentine's Day.
Sex.
Pussy.
How about
The
some
same
head?
pussy. The same pussy head I got the day before Valentine's Day. The same pussy head I'm gonna get. The only thing is you gonna put a different pair of panties on and say, "Ooh, I'm gonna put this thing on you." No, motherfucker, put some in my damn pocket.
You know what? I'm gonna create an oil that's specifically for holidays, so that when they give up their pussy, it's gonna be a different pussy. It's gonna make them feel different. Just 'cause it's gonna be holiday pussy. Maybe one that might be like a peppermint sensation.
It's still the same pussy head. It's gonna take as much dick as I got
Juicy,
either
your ass is
time.
crazy.
But
But me, I didn't really care about the Mother's Day gift. All I cared about was spending the day with Tyson and just enjoying being a mom.
I would say only
But
Mr.
don't get it
Legacy.
twisted. The gifts were nice. The gifts were nice.
I was saying, okay, Mr. Legacy, but what happens if you say that from jump that you don't celebrate holidays? You may turn around and purchase something for your girlfriend every holiday.
But guess what, man? I'm gonna say this. Every man wants to see his significant other happy and doesn't want to see her sad because she is, she's a part of the tradition. She still is a part of the tradition, and she hasn't overcome that, that work of this is how it's supposed to be done. So if that man does decide to purchase something for his significant other, and he gives it to her, it's not because he wants to be a part of the tradition. It's just that he don't want to be around somebody that's looking sad because they didn't get the same treatment that 90% of the world or the United States got. And Cake, for you, you're not helping the matter with the holiday vagina oil. What you need, what you got to do is we got to advocate more that we have to treat each other special every day, so that once these days come about, you can look at your homegirl when she go to talk about what you get for Valentine's Day, and you can look at her with a sincere heart and face and say, "Nothing. I don't need that. I get treated special all the time." And it starts to educate them that this treatment that you're getting today, you get your shit spaced out. You only get something Valentine, Mother's Day, your birthday, and Christmas. But if you got somebody good that values you, period, they're gonna treat you special anyway, regardless of what the day is.
I know, and that's how you treat me. So let them know you did give me something for Mother's Day. So you can have all that noise with them other chicks, but wifey over here, we good. Okay. Continue on.
Go ahead, Savage.
For me and my mom, I didn't like how society is so overrated of holidays, as if you have to give a gift because, like you say, not about gas in the economy, but it might be a moment of time at that particular. I can't get it. My son's birthday January 5th.
Just don't walk in water.
And
hold on.
For some reason, when his birthday comes,
I think he gonna walk like my brother. You know, my brother walk like that, tippy toes.
So,
huh? I'm saying, why would she be sad if you told her from the start? She will understand that it's not something that you do.
So with my mom, so what I do with my mom is I call her all the time. I call her at 3 a.m, 2 in the afternoon, whenever I feel like it. Mother's Day, I ain't call my mama. I'm not calling you talking about Happy Mother's Day because you should already be happy today. I know yesterday you were happy. I talked to her the day after. Other people can call and patronize and spoil you because they honor you, but I honor her every day
And the same with my kids. I don't get Mother's Day gifts. My kids they don't make cards. They show me love every single day. We don't do it that way.
As they should.
And I love that, Juicy. I love that. Seeing a lot of people may look at me and Tayama and say, "Oh well, y'all was raised," and seeing you, Juicy, you the same way. Y'all was raised by, in your family to where, holidays weren't a part of your tradition. And at the end of the day, if you can understand that it's a tradition, then you can understand that it really has no meaning. It really has no meaning at all. And if you look at it, I learned to look at stuff from a financial standpoint, and that is, excuse me, everybody, everybody, everybody is constantly making the powers that be more richer than they were before. And all we do is fall into the trap every two or, 2 or 3 months about spending money that you should be saving, trying to elevate your life. These flowers and roses and candy and vibrators that people may buy for their significant other, dildos and things.
Wait.
Hey,
We
buy that
team
for other
dildos and the
people?
vibrators. What's wrong with you? Wait.
not for.
wait.
So,
Come back here. You tripping. Come back. We
we
gonna
don't
go
have to
somewhere
do
else
that.
and get butt out with. I agree with you with the candy. All that's gonna do is give me calories. Flowers, they gonna die. But them toys, baby, they even give you a vacation. What you mean? That's why you be crying, because on Father's Day that ass tired because you boycotting them toys. We not gonna boycott them toys.
Oh, let's go
So
into the
Tony,
next. Hold on.
Carry on.
Go ahead, Juicy.
no, we're ready to move into the letter.
Okay, let's go, y'all.
Dear ATL is a segment of the show where you, the viewer, can write in and tell us about what's going on in your life. And we will read your letter and respond to your letter live here on the air. So if you're experiencing relationship problems, best friend disputes, baby mama, baby daddy drama, marriage issues, church hurt, church issues, and many, many more, send your letters to theanthonybrown@gmail.com.
Okay, let me get to the letter of the day. Let me find it.
Mentality. Dear Stephen Shirley, I'm a 28-year-old married subject. He can't get rid of his hood mentality. Dear Stephen Shirley, I'm a 28-year-old married woman and my husband just turned 30. We have a great marriage, but I need you to help me settle an argument. We are both Black, but we come from very different backgrounds. He was raised in a poor urban area that was predominantly Black. I was raised in a middle-class suburb that was very racially diverse. I often have to tell him that certain things like wearing a do-rag outside the house or blasting loud rap music is not acceptable at his age and in the community we live in now. We just found out that I'm pregnant with twins and we are having a boy and a girl. We've started planning for the 2 babies and we've been discussing baby names. All of the names that he has suggested are stereotypical ghetto names, and I won't give you an example because I don't want to offend anyone that is listening. There have been numerous studies on Black children with these made-up names. These kids constantly have to correct people on the pronunciation and spelling of their names, and they are often ridiculed and passed over for jobs later on. I think it is ignorance on the parents' part to do that to a child. I will not do it to my twins. My husband's argument is that the names he chose represent the Black culture, and our children will be proud of their names when they are old enough to understand their culture and heritage. No one in my family has a ghetto name, and it won't start now. I love this man, but he can't separate stereotypes from real life and he can't adapt to a different lifestyle. How can I explain to him that I want our kids to have every advantage and not ever be made to feel different? What are your thoughts? Please help us.
Oh Lord.
That night? Man, I can't say nothing. In my house, I got a Manice, I got a Lavara, I'm Tayama, and then we went Simple Tyson.
Look, and I got a Nubian, a Nazim, a Niamki, a Nikhil, and a Naeem. Girl, I'm
You just fell in love with Ian.
I didn't even name them all.
Well, for me, I don't know. This stuff just starting to resonate more and more with me about this equally yoked and unyoked stuff. You know, you ought to have conversations with your significant other prior to you getting married to see, which directions y'all are going to go when it comes to stuff like this. And I hear her say, oh, he was brought up in the hood and she was brought up in a mixed, diverse community of people. Well, why you didn't pick the mixed, diverse community of people to choose to marry? Then y'all would have been better off, because it sounds like y'all going down a bumpy road right now, because if he want his children to be named this and you just are hard down just gonna tell him he can't name his kid something unless he decide to, roll over and let you have your way, y'all gonna be forever at war about this. Because I just think it's just crazy. I mean, you name the girl, he named the boy, and roll with that. It's simple. I just feel like we talk about crazy stuff, and now y'all been mad and you so in love with him, but because you came from a diverse community of. Go ahead and read that.
Kamal said, man, I'm sorry. I look for every reason I can to show and spread love. Holidays, no holidays. Days that have the work day at the end. Anytime I love showing love to my people.
Yes.
I mean, I agree with you, Kamal. But unless you about to name my baby Lasagna, everything can be worked out. And then the fact that she said that he listens to loud rap music, she must think I'm just ridiculous because I'm almost 40 and my speakers be bumping.
Okay.
I'm gonna play loud music to the day. Yes, I'm gonna play loud music to the day I die. I don't give a damn about none of that shit. You knew what you married when you married it. There they go, trying to change it, nigga. There it go.
That's why I say that we gotta ask these questions. He ain't just started playing loud music. He was playing it when he met you. You was riding in the car with him when he was playing it. So now because
Legacy, did you notice what she said? I'm not naming my twins. Monica said I done after all the name Juice's name. Did you hear what she said? When she said I'm not naming my twins. First of all, that's mistake number one. They ain't your twins. They y'all.
They not you. They y'all.
So the fact
and she gonna say, and ain't nobody in my family ever had a name, a hood name, pretty much, and it's not gonna start now. You right, it might not start, but you gonna end y'all marriage because of you being disrespectful like that. That relationship gonna come to an end.
If he that hood, he gonna tell about himself.
He already told about himself, and the baby done already been named.
Hood. I don't even see how that's a hood mentality. How is that a hood mentality? You name your kids what you want to name your kids. Like I said, unless you doing what's your name, Boquisha Jenkins. I mean, of course, you're not gonna name your child Boquisha, but there's some people like that name Boquisha just off the joke alone.
But you know what? My sister-in-law's name, one word, Asia Shawn Nicolette, and her middle name was Topaz. All of that was one whole name. So I feel this girl on being mindful and saying what she wants and doesn't want, because some people will go and be outright crazy with it.
Monica said, "Well, just name them, both of us."
Both of us.
I was thinking about naming them naming the boy Ford and the daughter Ever.
But I seen some girls and they were in Popeyes. One was named Alpha and the other one name was Omega. I've had people who've had I've heard of people naming their children. And how you spell your name? ABCDE. How you pronounce it? The name is Absiday. ABCDE. Why are you naming your children the first few letters of the alphabet? I've had the realist. I've had the realist. DA apostrophe realist. That was a kid's name.
Oh, he's never getting hired.
The realist. And he was very smart. He was a very smart individual. Very smart.
But the people that gonna hire him, gonna ask him, they're gonna think he's playing on his application.
Right.
Your first name, the realist. Okay, so he don't want a job.
And one thing about my baby name, they be like Ivana Trump. No, not like Ivana Trump. No. Hooked on Finance need to work for you. They do not.
But you know, go ahead, Tony.
As much as y'all say name the children anything you want to name them and blah blah blah, I do think that your names can cause confusion in the individual's future, because people judge names when they see. Because I used to be a hiring manager, and when I see certain names on the applications, I automatically knew whether it was black, white, Hispanic.
Yeah.
And even by addresses, I know if I see certain addresses, I know what part of the neighborhood, the community you live in. And although they say you shouldn't judge and you shouldn't prejudge, we all do. Especially if you're in the hiring, you want quality. You want people that's going to represent your company, represent you, especially represent you, because I'm the one that did the hiring. So it's like, damn, you chose these people. Well, maybe you don't need to do the hiring no more. That type of thing.
Crazy.
Go ahead.
What I feel like personally, what God has for you is for you. I have met people with ghetto names, but are in high positions because their resume spoke volumes. So the reality is, no matter what your name is, if God got it for you, it's for you, because you can't help what you get named.
That's true. Your resume speaks volume, but if you're in a position where, let's say, if you're 17, 18, and you're just not getting a job, you just and so no resume necessarily required, because at that point you just applying for Burger King, McDonald's, JCPenney's, Target. No resume is required. So all I see is an application. So if I'm the hiring manager and I'm hiring you at that age, when you're in your younger years, where you're not necessarily doing you don't have a resume yet, because you have nothing to write on the resume but your address, because you haven't had a job.
That's it.
So now that I'm giving you an opportunity, now that you're in a position to start working, because it's your first job, you're out there getting ready to get it, and then I'm the hiring manager and I see Alize, Taquisha.
Hennessy.
At the end of the day, what God got for you is for you, no matter what your name is.
So
I'm gonna say this. Let me say this, Tony, on that. I believe in what God has for you is for you, but I also believe that sometimes it can still be for you, but you can also have unnecessary stumbling blocks placed in front of you that hinders you from getting to it faster than what you normally would. And when hold on, Monica said hello. Somebody, thank you, Savage. Let me enlighten you and Monica.
Monica said, "I know a woman that named all her kids after alcoholic cars."
Listen, let me enlighten people on stuff. A lot of people don't believe this, but it's in the Bible that Satan is the prince of this world that we live in. He has dominion over the earth. And that's why so much bad get to go on at such a rampant pace. And just the same as God bless you, Satan can hinder things. And like Tony say, here it is, he's a hiring manager. And the hiring manager might be racist and looks for any reason whatsoever to discriminate without outright discriminating. And before it can become discrimination, it has to first be proven. And if the person looked at your address and looked at your zip code and said, okay, Riviera Beach zip code is 33404, 33403. I'm not hiring anybody out of Riviera Beach. Now, he or she didn't directly go and look at your application and not say, oh, that's a black girl. They just discriminated against you by your zip code. And you didn't never know that that's why they discriminated against you. So, yes, I do believe that God plays a major factor in the things that we get and don't get. But I also believe that we as parents have to be a lot or very aware of putting our children in positions by certain things because we think something's cool. Like Tony said, Alizé, Hennessy. When we want to look at a child's application or your application, that right there already puts you at a disadvantage because even though you may not have circled anything to determine that you was a black or a white person or a Hispanic or a Latino, but your name, the proof in the pudding that ain't that many white kids named Alizé and Hennessy. Ain't that many white kids named Jose. Their name simple.
Think about this, Legacy. What if the job position is a front desk clerk at the Breakers Hotel? That's Palm Beach.
You ever met a Spanish Mercedes?
Yes.
All the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I think that maybe my suggestion to this person would be give your child a name that has an attribute.
What? Hold on, Juicy. Come on, say I wouldn't father teach kids how to knock people out today.
Stop it.
I know that's right about that name. But I think the names.
Go ahead, Ju.
The child's name should be a benefit or attribute to their life. Should be something that should give them honor, dignity, and inspiration of who they are. So, like, Nazim means conqueror. Niamki means gift of God. Nikhil means omnipresence. All my children's names have purpose and meaningful to make sure that they be of greatness, not mediocrity.
But Juicy, ask yourself this question. Even though there are great attributes, how many people will do the research to know? They may just look at your child and say, oh, that's an African name. I'm not dealing with that. Not knowing that it means omnipresent. Not knowing that it means whatever the other two attributes. If you're not cognitive and knowledgeable of things of different cultures, they're still looked at as nigger names.
Right.
So let me shine a different light since you put it that way. My son Nazim, who holds it down, just as Savage was saying. His name is Arabic. It has its own meaning, but people can look at it and they can judge him. However, his resume, and he's just got out of high school, of all the volunteer work, all the groundwork that he laid and paved of who he is as a person, everybody wants a Nazim.
And ain't nothing wrong with that, but Juicy, I'm gonna ask you again, and Tony laid the foundation a second ago.
But I was a hiring manager. I get what he's saying about that, but what I'm
not just that, Kate, not that part. This part, the average child that goes to a job interview at the age that you're talking about does not have the community service activists to be able to speak up for their community service work or the reference letter because they don't participate in community service.
But they're
because
supposed
communities,
to, because
but
any kid who
communities,
works at the age of 16 has to do volunteer work. Ninth grade has a
listen,
volunteer requirement, 10th grade, 11th grade. That's a resume.
Juicy, that's something new because when I went to high school, we didn't have to do community service. So when I hear
and
kids,
my son,
that's Greek to me. I was like, what? Community service?
yes,
Whole time
and
I
my two,
got in trouble.
my three sons, my four sons that graduated, just depending on where you're located in what state, it's not a requirement. It's not a requirement of Georgia. I got two sons that graduated out of Georgia just 2017, 2020. I had another one in Palaca County that just graduated out of Florida. That wasn't required.
It depends on,
Why
like you
wasn't
said,
it
Legacy, not
required
to
of
cut you
you as a
off. It
parent?
depends on where you are because Ivana is graduating in the middle of May, and they're required to have a certain amount of community service hours or they can't graduate in Palm Beach
Wasn't it
County.
required from you as a parent? Because
Excuse me?
volunteering, I was asking Legacy, why wasn't it required from him as a parent?
Because
My children,
as a parent, why would we have? But as a parent, if that's not, again, we are products of our environment. So a society that didn't require it and didn't do it, and it wasn't required, why would we?
Exactly.
Well, I don't know.
And another
It wasn't
thing,
required, but my mom had me go and serve foods to homeless people. She had me doing
but
a whole bunch
listen,
of stuff growing up.
and
Because
that's beautiful. That's beautiful too, Juicy, because I have done community service as an adult. But let's be honest, community service in a black community, in a black culture, is looked upon as punishment because that's what the police or the judges hand out as punishment to do when you get in trouble.
I was just going to say the only community service I've ever done is the one required by the judge in the courthouse. The court alone. Monica said, just because people have names like that don't make them no better than Shakisha. A name don't determine who or what you are as a person. The only community service I've ever done.
You're right, Monica. The name doesn't determine, but it also puts a certain prejudice against you, though, from the other spectrum. From the person that's doing the hiring, it can either make it easier or more difficult for you to sit before the hiring manager.
May I read a thought for today? It kind of fits into legacy about with the children. And I think that's some of the things that parents have strayed away and might need to incorporate back in. We need to teach our children work ethics and not seeing these things as punishment, but as duty. Because so this thing that I've had since I was probably like 16 years old. It says, Dale Smith, the millionaire founder and chairman of Evergreen International Aviation, says, "Thank God I was born poor. I learned how to work. Like many others who made it on the top of their own, Smith believes that the greatest gift that one can be given and can give to a child is to teach him or her the value of work. That helps by volunteering. It is a gift that can never be lost or stolen. It's a natural desire for a parent to give their children material things they didn't have as children. Generosity, however, often deprives children of the greatest gift you can give them. Confidence in their ability to take care of themselves. When you make life hard for your children by requiring them to learn the value of work, they will have a far greater likelihood of success as adults." That's one of the reasons why my mom had me doing community service. It was so that I valued. And honestly, my life today, I don't work as hard to do because my work ethic is there.
As great as that sound, Juicy, and I applaud you, I applaud your mom and all. But today, I know parents that don't even teach their children to clean up the house. They got dishes packed up to the sink. They got garbage is overflowing. Bathtub got a ring around the bathtub thick enough you can stick darts in it.
Hey, you know what, Tony? In the same family, not the cleaning part, but I have students that cannot tell time. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? They going
I
to the
just
ninth
posted an
grade.
article about that.
They can't tell time. Oh,
You
when
know,
did
the
you use my
schools took
phone?
the clocks
It's
out of
it.
this.
So you asking if a parent to
Your
teach
classroom?
them community service and work ethics, they can't even wash a dish.
They can't even teach their kids to tell time. That's elementary. That was a mandatory.
I know some children can't even turn the damn TV if they can't find remote control.
Yep. And the thing is, Juicy,
the phone if they can't wash dishes.
but Juicy, this is and you know I love you, I do, and I know everything that you talk about, it be edifying and growthful for society. That's something that I would always give you. But when we talking about what we're talking about is that the overall picture, what you're talking about would be a perfect thing in a perfect world. And those things should be. But you got churches that you should be able to have your kids go to and get those community service hours in. Churches are barely going out in the communities now, doing community service and being out there where they're supposed to be, out there in the community doing certain things, going into the dark places and lightening up the area. But yet and still we want to talk about the children. Those things are not okay, Tony. Those things are things that should be brought about, but it's also the thing that most kids are not even paying attention to schoolwork and classwork and homework, that they damn sure ain't gonna go work for nobody for free. Society tells you today that you should get paid for everything that you do, and ain't nobody working for free.
Mm-hmm. That's true. No rebuttal, Juicy?
Yeah, I thought you wanted to move on, and so I was trying to keep with the show.
Look
Since you put the
at
other
your
thing
face.
up.
Look at your face saying, "Oh, I want to get him. I want to get him."
Listen, I have discernment.
Okay.
Oh God.
Well, if you guys are just tuned in, I just want to remind you that tonight's topic is how to please a man from a woman's perspective. That's
Y'all pay attention. Y'all pay attention, please.
So we're gonna give you about 30 seconds to call all your homegirls, your baby mamas, the women, girlfriends, the whores,
the thought pockets,
the wives,
the wop ass pussy,
the lettuce lips,
the wop.
The wop.
They want to tune in right now.
Why y'all don't use the word snapper no more? I mean, we can't be tight.
I love tight, grippy.
Oh my!
Is there waiting for the stretching?
And again, oh my!
But do you know? A couple shows back, and it dawned on me maybe like hours after the show. Someone was talking about. Someone might have made in a comment that they intentionally try to ruin, or it might have been you, Legacy, their girlfriend. So
No,
after them.
That ain't me. That ain't me.
Check out what this female said, bruh.
So first and foremost, I want to say my love language is physical touch. So that means we touching. So the first thing I'm going to say is if you can't slide that thing up in her mouth while she's sleeping or slide it in her, while she's sleeping, she ain't the one for you. I'm sorry. Man, stop wasting your time on women who don't want to squeeze and please and make you cream and scream. I'm sorry. We are too young for this shit. We're in 2022 to not be humping and all that shit. By the time I get old, I want to be able to say I did all this crazy shit. Public, mall, all this stuff. Yeah, I know. Catch a case. Who cares? My business. No, the type of wife I'm trying to be, I'm trying to put it on my man so good that when he's at work, he's having flashbacks of thinking about me. His fucking thing's getting hard thinking about me. Sorry, but that's just how I want it to be, baby. Ladies, FYI, if y'all think that, not having sex, this and that is going to keep a man, cool. Do whatever you want. But I'm letting you know now, men love women who ride it like a rodeo. Men love women who suck until their eyelashes falling off, gagging and all that. That's wifey shit. But y'all don't know no shit about that.
Everything she said was 100% accurate. I don't even have to make this a long video because everything she said was 100% accurate. This is the type of things that us dudes be wanting in a relationship, but we don't feel like it's realistic, so we just literally just dismiss it or ignore it, but we know we would want that. And if we knew another dude was getting that from his wife, we would be jealous, and we all know that. We all know we would be jealous, bro. So we need to settle in these situations. You know what I realized too, just watching this video, is that a lot of us don't even get that in a relationship, and we still get bull crap from the women. I can see if a woman was doing all that and then she was giving us bull crap, then maybe we can tolerate it. But in most cases, women don't be hardly giving us anything, then they give us bull crap, and we sit there and endure it. Why the heck do we do that? I love women like her, but my thing is, how many women are like that? That's got to be rare. And if it's not rare, y'all enlighten me, because I don't know nothing about that in marriage. I'm just going to be real. I'm always hearing what women want from men. They want a man to be a provider, a protector, and all these different types of things. Rightfully so. Us men should be providers and protectors and stuff like that. But how about y'all be, you know what I'm saying, like that? Man. And you wouldn't even guess how all the females responded to her after making that. I'll let her explain.
Okay, so I want to say something because a lot of the women in my comments are talking about consent and the R word and, you know, SA and all that. Okay, please don't take this personal, but I have been through SA situations, and that's why I'm in therapy. That's why I'm working on myself. That's why I go to the gym. I am healing. Y'all need to do the same. Please don't come on my page projecting your shit onto me. It's disrespectful. I'm a woman. What would make you think that I would want a guy to force you to do something? What the fuck? I shouldn't have to even say that. I want men to treat y'all right. I want men to love y'all and please y'all right, okay? Please understand that. Now you know me. My name's Taylor. Get to know me. Go on my page. I know I don't advocate for women. I advocate for men and defend men, but that's what I want to do. I'm literally giving y'all tips, and you guys want to argue about everything. Baby, lárgate de aquí, because we don't have time for that, okay, mama? We're on a positive thing right now. Stay blessed up, babies. So I'm going to let you know something. I am the type of girl where I will let you know what my kinks are, what I like, what I don't like, from everything, from head to toe. I know for a fact y'all girls are, oh my God, he's going to guess. He needs to be a mind reader. That's why your relationships are the way they are. That's why a man can't please you, because you want to, oh, no, baby, I got a mouth, baby. I'm going to use it in all the right ways. So get with the winning team, or please block me if you don't like what I got to say. I'm trying to help y'all for the first time. I'm actually making videos on tips how to ride, how to do whatever, baby. So come on now. Anyway, if you think that a guy's supposed to just magically guess what you like, you are tripping, baby. It's 2022. If you want to love these men right, open your mouth. And if he's not going to do what you want, bounce and find the next dude.
You know what this made me realize, fellas and ladies? I know y'all don't listen to men because y'all just feel like we talking from a place that's biased and stuff like that. When y'all don't want to listen to us, and we have to have a relationship, we're trying to do this, we're trying to work this out with each other, and y'all not listening to us. So y'all already don't listen to us. Y'all don't even listen to women. Y'all don't even listen to women. This is a woman talking about it. She's literally trying to help y'all out. What do we do, guys? What do we do, bruh? And I make these videos in hope that men and women will start getting along with each other. I believe in marriage. I believe in relationships. But this women of this generation is so sensitive and so stubborn, bruh, and so irrational that y'all can't even listen to another female who's trying to give y'all the game and stuff like that. It's like y'all it's like, I don't know if y'all don't like men that much, or y'all that prideful, or I mean, I don't understand. And hopefully God will give me an understanding with that.
Well. What do we have here? Ooh, the tea. I think it boils down to the woman being open, because like what she was saying about waking up with a you know what, and this hole and that hole. Some women like that.
You can say penis.
Yeah, okay. You said it for me. But I really want to say the D word. I'm trying to be good, but
oh, my baby AJ must be there.
Yeah, but she girl. But to me, it's like to me, that's a normal thing. If I feel like if you're in a relationship with somebody, if I'm with somebody, I expect you to wake me up, put it on my forehead, and stick it in different places. And I'm not thinking about the R word. I'm looking at you like, why you ain't wake me? Like, the reason I'm divorced today, one of the reasons is because my partner used to say to me, I didn't want to wake you up. You were sleeping. What? Wake
Please
me
wake
up.
me
Might
up.
take me in the wake me up, baby. Wake me up.
I got a whole baby from being asleep.
Juicy, that's the funniest thing you ever said in your life on this show.
Yeah. It was like, congratulations. I'm thinking she telling me congratulations that I had surgery on my cervix and I had a year recuperating. So I thought she was saying I was cancer free and shit. And that chick was like, "You're pregnant." Huh? He was like, "Could you step out? I have to talk to her for a moment."
I don't know. Most men do want you to ride it and suck it like a porn star. I just think that comes with the territory. I think it comes with the territory, and I don't feel like it's the thing that keep a relationship together, but it damn sure help. Like that man said, if you getting it like that, and they showing out, and you should be willing to pull up with them showing out because they doing that on the back end. But you got nerves not even be doing. You got nerves not even be doing that. Talking about rape and sexual assault. Ain't nobody saying no sexual assault. What? You better take this ass. You better take this.
The Leo in me say
we can't hear you, Legacy.
Right.
The crazy thing is, she said, one of the girls say, "Oh, we need to be up so we can give consent." If that's the case, then you don't have no business laying by a man. Because if you're comfortable enough to lay in his bed or him to lay in your bed, that's your dude. Why do we have to get consent? Because you've already gave him consent by you being there.
Well,
I don't understand.
Listen, I'm not finna say all of that, but for me, please don't ask me nothing. Just do it.
Y'all been listening.
Especially if y'all ain't already done it. But if you ain't never had sex, been sexually active with each other before, then yeah, you got to get consent. But if you've already sexual, and y'all already doing it, and you're laying in the bed next to your man, yeah, that's a little.
I promise y'all, that's in one of the top 3 reasons as to why I'm fucking divorced right now. I promise you. I promise you.
You be like, babe, can I?
That nigga told me you was asleep. I didn't want to wake you up. What? That's all right, because the neighborhood wake me up, put it right on my forehead. Doom, 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 mic check, get up.
That's what you're supposed to do when you're leaving the house.
Right, but listen, he didn't want to wake you up, but he'll wake you up for dumb junk that you don't want him to wake you up for.
Correct.
But the thing is, you know, one of the key things she said is mind reading. You know, a lot of women want men to be mind readers. In that sense, you know, you have to communicate. You have to, you know,
open your mouth.
You have to be able to open your mouth and say, you know, Savage, since you brought it up, did you ever express to your ex that, hey, I like to be woke up like that?
What kind of question is that? If you know me, then you know the answer to that. You have to know me. I'm the type of person, when I'm dating somebody, I discuss what I like sexually when I'm dating them. After we have sex the first time, I'm discussing with them what I like. Well, don't do that. I don't like that. Ooh, but I like it when you do this. I like it when you do this, that, blah, blah, blah. Because I need you to know, because we still learning each other sexually. And like she said, he can't read your mind. And I'm not going to sit there and let you hump up on me. And it's feeling like a fire, ain't nothing happening, and I'm bored looking at the ceiling, waiting for you to hurry up and bust. No, we ain't doing that. We grown.
But being truthful, most people are like that. And, you know, It just be like that, and I like for people to.
I thank God I'm not most people because I need to get my rocks off. I need to enjoy it. Not
You need to
mad
enjoy
that I
it.
done put another notch on my belt and it wasn't even worth the notch.
Amen.
God damn.
I'm just saying.
So
Now,
since we're go ahead, Juicy.
no, since we're go ahead because I was about to ask a different stuff, but go ahead.
Go ahead. I hold up, mama.
Well, just was curious. We were about pleasing men. Is sex the only way a man can be pleased?
No, square lady. But we just talk about sex. So why you gotta be all deep? We just talk about the body rocking, knocking the boots right now, man.
No, because when I knew that her, got the topic earlier, I was all ready for some things, and then it was like, oh, it's sex.
But the way the lady talked in the video, she did make it seem like the only way you can please a man is sexually to keep him. But that's not accurate either. I think it's all tied to emotional and physical.
Because I want to ask her, do she suck on his toes?
What the?
Well, Juicy, this could be a part one because there's many ways that a woman can please a man. Sex is just one of them. Because think about it. Usually when a person cheats with a woman, she needs a reason. Men just need a location. But he don't need a reason. He just need a location. Because if he meet another girl or a girl approach him, and it's just going down, even if it's in the elevator between floors. You know what I'm saying? A quickie. And it could be no reason. Home could be perfect. Men are just, that's just the dog in some of them. But what I'm saying is, what this girl was saying was, if you're pleasing him this kind of way, you give him what he's looking for sexually, then the sex should not be a reason why he's cheating. If you give him everything he needs at home, riding like a rodeo, sucking it, bouncing on it, in the elevator, in between floors, over the balcony, on the beach, behind the corner, next to the Coca-Cola machine, and the water fountain on the dinner table, god damn, then it's like he gonna be waiting to come home because he want to know what's gonna be next.
I didn't make a call. Y'all talking like this here. Ooh.
I appreciate how you said it, Tony, because you said what she said was this, but you also said that for a man, you can do it any place. But I have 5 brothers, so I know a lot about, I guess, men perspective because I don't have female friends. I got male friends and brothers. I didn't have no sisters, no female cousins. I wasn't raised with females.
Well, one thing about a man, let me just cut you off real quick because I know where you headed. The one thing about a man, the only person that can make a man faithful and want you and only you is that man. So it's not just your sex. It's not you. You have to come to the table and be the woman that he wants. And if you are the woman that he wants, you'll be the one to make him say, "Okay, you're it."
Right.
Let me leave all these others alone. Let me throw in my player's card. Give up my black book. Baby, you got me.
Because you could be that woman who gives all those things and makes him think about you when he ain't with you, and then he got all aroused and he like, oh man, I need this to go down because I ain't about to have no blue balls. Oh, look at the secretary over there. Hey, secretary.
But that's not how it'll be, because if he's only desiring you the way that she's trying to express and the way Tony is saying, he don't have a problem holding off because the excitement is for you to get to you. It's not the boss on the secretary because I'm thinking of you. That's not the way it would go.
Because you're giving him.
That made that man do that though. Is her understanding being there? Is her listening there?
The secretary might make him bust a nut, but the secretary ain't bringing the fantasy.
Right.
See, so you're the one he's thinking about. So yeah, secretary might make me bust a nut, but it ain't gonna be the same. I can't wait to get off the motherfucking job. I don't want to leave early because I got to get home and get it. My dig hard.
But remember, some people don't.
But if she bite that life, she gonna roll up on you while you on your break anyway.
Right.
Do the Tayama.
Do the Anthony.
Yes, Anthony. at the
Well,
dog
shoot.
Hey,
park,
Tayama,
at the
Tayama.
airport.
Hey, Tayama. I've taught you
Yes,
very well, my
baby.
love. I've taught you
What?
very well, my
Yes.
bestie.
Yes,
I
yes.
take pride in my creation, and whoever she's with is a happy individual. Just know that.
Amen. Amen.
You know, it's crazy that I was just talking to
Listen, we could be crazy, but honey, these are just facts.
yeah, that is true. You know, but
Every
it is,
ex I have ever had is on my Facebook and my
Let
Instagram.
me say this. He wasn't calling us crazy. He said, you know us crazy. And he was going to say something else.
He was gonna say something.
Mari Griffin said, so you blocked me, Mr. Legacy? Oh, shit.
Who is that?
nobody has blocked you, Alma.
Anyone?
I'm about to say
Nobody has.
you just made a whole message. How are you blocked?
Right.
Block me, you can't get reached.
I thought that person meant on the cell phone. I know the person meant on the show.
Nobody blocked you.
Oh.
Well, let me just say this to the person that just made that comment. Anthony controls the comments. So sometimes they don't come in as fast as you type them. So if he doesn't post them immediately, it's because there's a slight delay. So please don't take it personal, ATL fans. Thank you. We love you. Just want to clear the air. I don't like smoke.
I breathe freely.
I like smoke.
Me too. Depending,
Me
I
too.
love smoke. Depending if the person is very direct and to the point.
Oh wait, talk about that kind of smoke.
Tom, I'm with you. But my thing is, I love that comment because it vibrates both ways when she's making a statement. And the clear point that the gentleman made was, and he's not talking about the generation of women that's you, Savage, Tayama, and women that comes with me in my era. These women that are out here now don't want to be told truth about anything. They don't want, because I think I was talking to Tony maybe yesterday, where I was talking to him, telling him, you know, as a young man, especially men, we were taught, and it's crazy because I taught my son some of the same values, that when you're speaking to a woman, you speak a little softer than you would to a guy. And what has happened is, because society teaches our kids, especially our little girls, we teach our boys to be passive when it comes to women. We teach them that women are gods, that they're unblemished, that they won't hurt you. But yet and still, little girls are not taught to be nurturing and cherishing and catering to men. They're taught to use and abuse men. And here it is when you run into a situation where now we look at it all the time. I think me and Tony looked at a little snippet of a woman was trying to fight a man in the store, and the man wasn't trying to fight her back at all until she hit him in his face. And then soon as he hit her in the face with a two-piece, now nobody before tried to stop the woman from fighting the man. But right after that, when he fought her back and got her off her, not a whole store full of men want to jump on this man. We have to be fair and equal. That's what we talk and teach our kids today, that we have to be equal. That, you know, you have to teach women, young women, how to treat a man as well. And if everything is dogmatic and everything is being taught to people that, hey, you know, a man better do this in order to prove that he loves you. And the women, only thing you have to bring to the table is a vagina. You know, because that's what they're doing. They're out here for vagina and looks. So now that's what the world is. That's why the world is, more women are now paying $10,000 and $15,000 to go and have their body sculptured so that they can look a certain way, so they can draw the most attention. I think we had a show one time where we talked about how it's okay for a woman to go and get her vagina rejuvenated, how it's okay for a woman to go get her breasts reduced or enhanced, her lips fuller, her face sculpted, to where she don't show her age. And then we asked the question about would women feel the same way if men when they had penis enlargements. People look at men having penis enlargements as if there's something wrong with him that he would want to go do that. But it's okay for a woman or chest enlargement. Yeah, for a man to go do that. Oh, why you got to do all that? What you trying to prove? But at the end of the day, why is it okay for women to look their best, but a man needs to take his time and go to a gym and get it the hard way? These women out here ain't getting up those shapes and things from going to the gym. They go get cut on, shaped, and then they go to the gym to try to keep themselves from getting back to their natural size. So we just have to be fair on this and know that even when women tell women things to make them better, they fight against women as well. So how do you please a woman that don't want to be told nothing by a man? And how do you please a woman that don't want to be told nothing by a woman? That's destruction.
One of the problems I see with women today is women are so independent. So I'm good. I got this. I don't need a man. And a man can't tell me nothing to do. And the thing is, it shouldn't be a problem with a man telling you or leading you or directing you, as long as he's leading and directing you in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes if it's the same direction in which you were about to go anyway, let him think that he's leading. Or you could do what's called open-ended, direct derivative type questions, where you plant the seed or the idea so that he think he's coming up with the idea, but it could be your idea all along. But see, one thing for sure, two things for certain, ladies, listen to this statement. And if you never heard nothing else from me in your life, listen to this. A man is not going to be with you unless he feel needed. A man will never be with you unless he feel that he is needed. Because if you don't need him, why is he there?
Exactly. That was beautiful, bro. That was beautiful.
If you got if you as a woman got all the money, got all the ideas, got all the vision, it's going your way, my way, blah blah blah. Then the only thing that he see you as is a piece of pussy.
Good. I'm for it.
You know, he can go.
Now look. If he see you as a piece of pussy, and then you call him out and be like, "All you see me as is a piece of pussy because I don't need shit from you,"
they'll be okay with it. They'll be okay with it because you made them that way.
Yeah, you made it that way, and you made it clear. So when you go fuck someone else, you can't be mad.
Don't be mad.
Because all it takes is one woman to feel like for example, let's say you're not to fix engines in cars, because Juicy, you build houses and shit.
I fix cars too.
You know what I'm saying? You fix cars, you build houses. You run races. You drive tractor trucks, everything. But if you have a man in your life, let him, baby. Can you, my car making this funny noise? Can you, see what it is? Let him feel wanted.
You know what, Tony? I tried that one time. On camera. I tried that one time, and that man jumped my car, and my engine caught on fire because he put it on wrong.
That was your guy?
Well, he wanted to be. He wasn't my guy. He wanted to be.
He was going through orientation.
He was my friend. He stayed in my homie zone. He needed me around in case he needed his car jumped.
Oh, see, no, see, that's the wrong man. That's the man that's trying to be your man.
No, he was trying to be my man. I'm saying that, but at the end, that's where he was.
But did you see him as a candidate for your man?
I hung around him like we could have been until I realized he wasn't compatible.
Yes or no? Did you see him as a candidate for your man?
Not in the end, no.
Yeah, he wasn't supposed to be up on the
Exactly. Was he getting a cookie?
We talking about my car, the engine.
No. See. Let me clear something. I'm nobody's I'm nobody's candidate. I'm nobody's friend. I'm not doing shit. I'm not doing husband, boyfriend duties for nobody that ain't diving in her cootie. At all. So I'm pretty sure he might have meant to do that shit because you had been stringing him already for a while.
Nah, he didn't know what he was doing.
And obviously, you didn't know that he didn't know what he was doing. But we're talking about the dude that's at your house that you are considered that you're saying this is my guy. He getting the goodies and he's at your house, you're in his house, y'all stay together, y'all spend the night, whatever you want to call it. This is your dude. All men want to feel loved and in charge. My uncle, I'm gonna use my uncle prime example. My uncle paid all the damn bills in my auntie house. All of them. But my auntie thinks she run the damn house. So guess what my uncle do? Let her think that she run the house. And she just as happy and content as she want to be. But when something happened in that house, the person who actually run the house take care of what need to be taken care of in that house. But he don't have a problem relinquishing that type of power to my auntie because that's his wife, and if that's what makes her happy to feel that she's in charge, even though he knows her in charge, then he's okay with that because it keeps peace in his house.
Peace in the Middle East.
And a lot of women have totally said it. Dang, Kate.
No, I was saying, and the thing about it is that's a home.
That's what Tony said.
Right. That's how I was agreeing with him.
People have boyfriends and girls. I got friends that's not been married and they've been in a relationship 10, 15, 20 years and they just as content as a married couple.
Do they live together?
And yes, they do.
Okay. Then that's common law marriage.
Ain't no common law marriage in the state of Florida. Ain't no common law marriage no more in a lot of states.
That's that equally yoked marriage. That's they
I
jumped over
never
the
heard of that one.
broom.
No.
Jumped over the broom. Because the marriage license saying that's the legality of it. But when you living together, marriage is sex. When you have sex with each other, you have taken that person as your own. So once you've done that, yes, you need to be living in the home together.
I've been married a lot.
Yeah, you really have.
I've
been married a lot.
You've been married about 40 times.
And you practice polygamy a lot too. Because you had more than one home.
Not this year. Not this year. But
this year. We still in the now. We can't speak about the now.
Listen, I'm gonna say this. All I believe in is, like for me, I know I talk crazy and I'm loud and boisterous, but truthfully, ain't nothing. The best thing in the world for me living with a woman is quietness.
A peace of mind.
I like being able to come in the house. My woman is in the house, and I walk past her. She said, "Hey, babe." I said, "Hey." She said, "Oh, you all right?" "Yeah, I'm good, Mom. I'm just going here and chill for a little bit." And I don't have to deal with why this, why that, I'm like, hold on. I don't want to deal with the nagging. I don't want to deal. If I say to you, "Babe, not right now. I don't feel like talking. I'll get back to you in a minute." Give me that. Because if my woman tell me, go ahead, Tony.
One thing a man don't want is have to deal with foolishness all day for 9 hours on a job, and then come home and have to deal with foolishness. That's what it's crazy. That's what. Hold on, baby. Stay in your lane. That's when you come home. That's a place of serenity, and he want peace and quiet, and he want his wife to give him that peace and quiet. You don't want
that goes both ways.
But he can't have more peace. He didn't come
I
home
had
with big confusion. He came home for peace. He want to go in.
It goes both ways. Let's just put that out there.
I'm still saying he came home for peace. But when you're nagging him and creating, well, baby, how come this ain't done? How come that ain't done? And did you do it? Did you? Wait a minute. Pump your brakes.
a man call me today who we're friends because we didn't do that. We friends, okay? But he wanted more than to be friends. And he said he was speaking about I need to do things different. My life is all around making money and my businesses, and I have no social life, and I'm starting to feel it, like and so forth. He says, but I don't think I'll ever meet a woman who can deal with the way my life is. And I was like, well, what you mean by that? He says, that's what makes it hard for me to be in a relationship. It's because it's hard to find a woman who can accept the way our life is. Now, mind you, he was trying to be in a relationship with me at one point. So I had to pump your brakes. You met a woman who understood, accepted, and who was peaceful, quiet. And I said, but the moment I said to you, some pussy, you got ghosts. Now, he said, I liked you, I cared about you, we had this, we did all that. But the thing of it is when he had free time in his leisure time, trying to get some pussy.
Who did it?
Hey, it's fine. But when I chose not to, and then when when I let him know, I said, listen, hey, how you want to spend time is when it's time to you want some pussy. So get with me when you have time, and it ain't when you want some pussy. And then we don't hang out, we don't do anymore. That means all he wanted was pussy. You all sit here saying men want peace, they want this. Men don't know what the hell they want.
Yes, the hell they do it. I'm trying to tell you.
Where's a pussy?
Let me tell you something. A man, we're simple. We are so simple. We're very simple.
My question was to you two men is the only way to please a man?
No, but do not take off the table that you cannot get no pussy. When you do that to any man, that all we're doing is just chilling and hanging, and there ain't a possibility that one day I'm gonna say, you know what? Let me see how that thing feel inside of me. You automatically destroy anything positive from that guy because you've already took the vast majority of the goal that a man is looking for in a woman. You have just made yourself a dude in our eyes once you take that off the table. And yes, we want peace. We want peace because if I come to my house and it's peaceful and quiet, and Savage is correct, it does go both ways. And a woman don't want to be nagged either that much. But when a man comes into the house, period, they want to be nagged all the time. But when a man comes in the house and his woman, we talking about his woman, he comes in the house and it's peaceful, and he comes in and she's already taking a bath, already wind down, and she's laying in the bed, and she may just be laying in the bed, just relaxing, watching TV, and just the soft spokenness of a woman and say, "Babe, how was your day?" He'll sit back and come on and calm down for no matter what situation he in. If you look at any show, even The Incredible Hulk, which is a fictional character, in his rage and fury, there's only one woman that can calm him down, and that's the woman that he loves. And all she do is talk soft to him and soft spoken, and his rage turns him back into David Banner. from the incredible help, from the lonely voice of a woman that loves him and who he loves, changes the green giant, destructive giant, back into a peaceful man. When a man comes home and his wife is at peace and she's soft spoken, and he can go in there and get a bath, and she said, "Baby, listen, I already put your boxers and your towel and rag in the bathroom. You can wear your bath, but I'll be here waiting for you when you come out." It doesn't necessarily mean that she's waiting to have sex. She's just waiting so that her protector, her provider, her gentle giant can come out and lay his head on something soft and to tell him, "I appreciate everything you're doing for me, the kids, and what you're doing at this house."
So
at the
she's
end
saying,
of the
"Calm down, Legacy." And
yes,
I'm gonna say, and the reason why, because one key thing, the difference in, like I was speaking, and what I was speaking of, oh Lord, them niggas was my husband. Wholeheartedly on every single thing you said for my husband. But when you ain't turning no key and laying your head on these here pillows,
but Juicy,
I'm not no recreation.
just let me ask you a question. I gotta ask you this.
Over here.
But I gotta ask you this because we about ready to get off. In the process of you being married, how many times have you been married, if I may ask, ma'am?
Just, well, how many times I've been married? Good Lord.
Damn.
Now I'm just being funny. You know marriage is sex. Yeah.
So we're gonna say two. Let's say two. You never gave them God before you said I do. They never got sex prior to you marrying them.
Hold on. Remember, I told you I've had sex before marriage, but I realized relationships that I had that was going places, and I had sex, it was easy to be over with, and all I had was we had sex. So at that point, I'm like, you know what? It's overrated.
Let me ask you this,
sex.
When you had sex or was trying to date these guys, did you already have children or did you not have children?
I already had children.
You had children. Now, in the words of the great and late Kevin Samuels, once you've had children and you're trying to date a guy, you're holding on for marriage, sweetie, you're what's called used good. Let me finish, baby.
No, I'm saying I'm okay with it.
Okay, so it's no longer saying, "Well, I'm gonna hold on to marriage, baby." You ought to give that pussy away to try to trap a man. Whether with your skills, your technique, your ability, because he sees 3, 4, 5 children that ain't his, so he know what he coming into.
My body is too pristine. Letting my chemical be set off balance, dealing with a man who want to not recognize what it is. His
don't Juicy. Kevin Samuel also has told you, and Tony has told you, and Legacy has told you. All the businesses that you got are great accolades. Any man should value your ambition. But at the end of the day, we don't give a damn about you got 3, 4 businesses rocking because we got our own thing to worry about. What we care about is when I come home to a woman, is she smelling nice? Has she cleaned her body? Is the house clean? Is the kids good? And can I drop this dick off of you and get a nut and go to sleep?
But pause for a second. The key word you said was when I come home. And if he coming home, yes, he can do it. I do not deny that comes home.
He don't have to be a husband. You don't have to be a husband. First of all, can't nobody come home because you ain't let nobody come nowhere.
No, I told you. Can you come where? Come who?
See what I'm talking about? So how about you come to his house so he can come home and then he can do all those things that you require him to do. But if he can't come where you are to do all of those things, then therefore you've already taken him away and take it and made it known and void that he need to be with you.
So let's say Juicy, you meet a businessman, a corporate man, a white collar worker, whether he's a CEO or whether he's just an executive. But he has his own. You know, he's making $50,000 or more, six figures, up to six figures. So he's financially able to take care of you and your whole household.
Mm-hmm.
So when he meets you, what
so say that man is there and I give him some.
Girl, why she let him do the doggone scenario, please? Thank you.
Let's say when he meets you in public in line, what captured him was your beauty. Because remember, men are visual. So that means you can't be going to Publix with your bonnet on your head and your rollers, your gold green,
your baseball cap,
gold green baseball cap, your sweatpants and your flip flops. Because that's not turning him on. See, men are visual. I'm telling you, as beautiful as you are.
Want to see that ass wiggle?
Not in Publix, but they want to see a nice looking young lady. Whether you pushing a shopping cart, you got a slight jiggle, nice ass, nice shape, smelling good, looking good. Okay, he's gonna step to you. Mm-hmm. So he already see what he like. He don't see that you got 7 businesses, that you got 30 children and 5 ex-husbands. He don't see none of that. And he can care less.
Mm-hmm.
Because what he like is in front of him. Now, if you're so intriguing, once y'all sit down and have coffee or have lunch or whatever, now you're telling him, well, I have kids. I come with I'm a package. I ain't 20. I'm 20 plus. I got kids. Some are grown, some are still in the house. Do you still want to take me out to dinner? And if the answer is yes, he's feeling you. Mm-hmm. And he's feeling you for 2 ways. Either one, he do want to date you and get with you and possibly pursue, because the kids didn't run him away. Nothing else is ran him away. But if he come back, he's pursuing you. Whether it's marriage or whether it's sex and then marriage or whether it's long-term dating or whatever, but he's pursuing you. Sometimes let your guard down just a little bit.
My guard's down.
You know say men are chasers and you're the prize. Well, all of them are up in age now. Slow down. We can't run as fast as we used to.
Well,
just slow down and let him catch you.
He can catch me. He can be all that you said, and we can do all those things. And I will lay it on thick. When it comes time to breaking and penetration, that will be when we are married. Period. From that moment on. Because I ain't playing games like that with nobody else no more. It's too much out there in the world.
And make that known in the dating process so that they go ahead.
Day one. Right ahead. And you continue to be dating with me, and you're going to do it because you think that it's going to be now a challenge to see if you can get me to win, and you win. Man, you might as well go and get a tag team and bring your friend in, and I'll date him too. Because both of y'all going to be sitting around waiting.
Well, I'm going to tell you this.
Because I'm above water on that one.
Listen, I commend you on that. And Monica out there with that fuckery, talking crazy too. Understand this, that it's okay to allow your guard to come down. And every man, just because, and don't think that a man is dating you because he loves your conversation. That's after. Every man wants to put it in you. But it doesn't mean that just because he want to put it in you, that he don't want to be with you forever. It just means that this is part of a relationship. Sex is a part of building a relationship. And as grand as y'all are holding out, talking about this and that, understand that when you, like Tony said, matter of fact, you know what, we got to finish this behind state. We've now passed our time for the show, and I know this got real good.
We'll do a part 2.
Yeah, because we're gonna get you.
Prepare for our rapture on that one, then.
Yeah, you gonna. That's where somebody gonna get it in the rapture. But we're gonna go ahead and close out. We're gonna go ahead and close out tonight. We're gonna start off with the juiciest cakes in the United States. Go ahead and let them know how they can reach out to you.
Definitely catch me here at Wednesdays and Fridays. I'm glad I look good. And you can check out my webpage, liveintoyou.com, on Facebook, Nicole Purse, or on Instagram at Miss Beautiful, and TikTok, Miss Juicy Cakes. And I'm there for all of your holopathic and wellness needs.
You know, I'm on my other phone.
All right, we appreciate you tonight, Miss Kate. You've been bringing that pain. I appreciate you with all the challenges that you bring to this podcast for me and Anthony Brown. Let's go ahead and bring out my sister, the Miss Throw Your Ass in the Circle, Miss T to the Savage. Let them know, baby.
Hey, IG T Savage 1000, Facebook Anya Dayton Burrs, TikTok at T_Savage 100, BurrsAnya@gmail.com.
All right, we appreciate you, love you too, girl. You bring that pain too, but let's bring out the boss lady who been talking over everybody with her big mouth.
You know
the
what?
one and only. Tyson's mama, come to the stage.
A person can get the word in, otherwise, with you, Mr. Long-Winded.
Hello, good morning.
You wanted me to come after your ass. You had to. You should have let me just stay in my lane. Running out the money. Unlike
I love you.
I'm always.
I love you. I love you.
You're my friend. You could reach me on Facebook, Tayama Copeland, Instagram, Tayama01. Other than that, you can't reach me. Bye.
Your phone number right there, tell them.
I don't got no number. I didn't pay bills, so y'all can't reach now one of my phones. I got 4 of them.
She got 4 phones. All right, let's bring out the man that makes it possible for us to be out on this podcast world. We've been doing it real strong for about a year and a half, almost 2 years. We push it. And the guy that gets on my nerve, but I love waking up every morning, being able to reach out to hear my brother's voice. Mr. Anthony Brown, painted ass. Come to the stage.
What's up, everybody? I'm Anthony Brown. You can find me on all social medias under the Anthony Brown Show. That's on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. And also follow my Facebook page is Anthony the Writer. I share a lot of information on that page as well, so definitely follow that page. And for business purposes only, you can reach me at 561-768-3710.
All right. Appreciate that. Oh, man, we're going to get out of here. You know how I am, who I am. I'm Legacy the Great. And you can reach me on Facebook under Dream Williams. You can also contact me on YouTube up under Antonio Williams. My email address is legacyunlocked@mail.com. And for business purpose only, please give me a call at 229-630-7615. Before we get out of tonight, I just want to give a shout out to the letter of the day, Miss Shirley Strawberry. Also to the gentleman which we got our content from tonight. In close, I just want to say, ladies and gents, take the time to find out how to please your significant other, whether it's sexual, whether it's financial, whether it's emotional or spiritual. Just take the time. Nobody is a mind reader. And learn what it is that each one of you guys enjoy the most and critique it and work on it. You don't always have to come to an end just because you don't understand. Understanding is power, knowledge is power, and be happy. ATL, hope.
ATL, they're back.
It's my time again.
Anthony. Tioma, T Savage, Legacy. They're back. They're the best. Let's get it. Season 2.
I'm the best in this shit, that's fact. And there's only one reason that I came back. I'm here to set the fucking record straight. Okay. I'm the best, you other cats just failed away. First off, ain't no beef with the spinners in my city. But if it comes to 28, then the shit get gritty. I'm shitty. Yeah, I shit on rappers. Even dead on the scene, since you wanna be actors. Just the message. I'm talking over hills and things. The schools over feeling foggy. I'll be patiently waiting. It seems y'all forgot who really runs the throne. Screaming y'all number one just because I was gone. See, ain't no stopping me now. I'm on the move. Going against me. Once you ready to lose. The game, the street, the throne is took. This the message. Hope it leave you from me rappers. Sure. Yeah. The message. So y'all know. Yeah. The monster is back. And I'm at my spot.
ATL, ho.